It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes on wide for Barkley. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
73. Hey, easy, 63, back.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 13 yards.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Hey, Silver. Hey. Go Silver, ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin, 46 yards. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 67 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That flag, that'll push them back 5. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. To throw is Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, hey. Go, get out there, get out there.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go to Barkley again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run with Glue. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Prescott.
And to find the open man, that's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good. 180, 180. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet. Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts quickly into the hands of Beckham.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Crowd left Yeti.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a carry for Blue. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
43-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 15. It's a gain of 34.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, let's go. Crowd left, Yanni.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
At their own 35-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott now.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown!
George Pickens, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Look at the big man rumble. He may go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 74 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw it.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
On the counter, here's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
47. Here we go. Here we go. Count. Here we go, 40.
Prescott. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Eagles 28. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch your key. No touch. Tight. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, talk to me. What you got? No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. And Dotson, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. That is caught by him. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.